Hey, how you doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all good. Today, we're going to be taking a look at UK YouTubers, alright? They come in all shapes and sizes, and being an aspiring YouTuber myself, it's hard not to compare yourself sometimes. We're not going to be looking at views, though. We're not going to be looking at sub count, but the ability to scrap, alright? Who in the UK YouTube scene would really have a chance at coming out on top in a fight with your boy? We're going to find out. I'm going to be ranking around 50 UK YouTubers in order of basically hardest to easiest fights, okay? We've got boss battle level right up at the top and easy one bang. I'm pretty sure everything in between, it's all self-explanatory, alright chat? So let's get into it. Let's see who could really put up a decent fight. Let's go.
What you want, son?
Huh?
You want, son?
Alright, well, I mean, I guess we may as well do these in alphabetical order. So we're starting off with AJ Shabil, part of the beta squad. He's not a massive guy, however, I imagine he would be very scrappy. He would be, I wouldn't want to fight him. I'm gonna put him in decent little, you know what, nah, he's got hands, bro. I definitely think AJ's got hands. We'll put him in fair fight. Right, next one, Alfie Diaz, Zoella's husband?
I don't know if they're married or not.
By the way, guys, let me preface this in saying I have no problem with any of the YouTubers on this list. I don't think I'm not a fighter, alright? I'm a lover, not a fighter. I don't think I'm a hard man or anything like that. I just think it would be funny to rank myself with these. Alfie Diaz, I don't think he's much of a fighter like me, but I don't think he'd let anyone treat him like shit, so I'm going to put him in decent little scrap. Ali A. I don't think I've got too much to worry about with Ali A, to be honest. I'm going to put him in the easy one bang for now. We'll reorder everything at the end. We'll see how it works out, alright? Ali Law. You know what? He's one of them guys. If you've seen the sort of videos he does, he doesn't really give a fuck, and that's kind of what worries me. So you know what? I'm going to put Ali Law. Oh, he did the YouTuber MMA fight thing as well. You know what? I'm going to put him in fair fight. It'd actually maybe be the hardest one out of them all so far, but for now, he's sitting in fair fight, alright? And then we've got Big Boy Bazinga. Yo, ain't gonna lie, don't think Bazinga's much of a fighter, but he would definitely batter me. Like, look at the size of him compared to me. I haven't stepped foot in a gym in my life. He's there like every day, I imagine. Yeah, I'd probably get battered by Bazinga, if I'm being real. Next one, we have got Ridiculous. If you can't tell, by the way, guys, I've tried to randomize these as much as possible. I've tried to kind of include someone, like everybody from all different areas of the UK YouTube scene. There's definitely people that I've missed off. If I have missed anyone off in particular, let me know in the comments down below. I'm more than happy to do another one, or even like an American version or Australian or something like that. I think that could be pretty cool. Anyway, Ridiculous. He's a big guy. He's older than me. You know what? I'd probs get battered. Cal Freezy, squeezy butt, alright. I think that'd be a pretty fair fight, if I'm honest. Out of everybody on here, I think that's probably the most fair fight out of all of them, me and Cal Freezy. Although he does have a bit of height, so maybe he'd come out on top. But I think that's pretty fair. Call me Kevin. Honestly, he's going in boss battle level. Out of everybody on this list, he's like the one person I wouldn't want to fight. So I'm going to put him there in boss battle level. Speaking of Freezy, we've got the other Calux.
The pussy.
Ain't gonna lie, Calux, he'd probably be a decent little scrap, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. I'd probably have him. Alright, Casper Lee. Casper Lee seems a lot bigger than nowadays than he used to be. So I think he'd be a decent little scrap. Chris MD. I'm sorry to do it. I do like Chris MD, but he's got to go in easy one bang. One, I don't think he's much of a fighter. Two, he's not got loads of height on him. The only thing he has on me is the sportiness. Like, he is quite athletic. But still, again, I don't think he's got it in him to have a decent scrap, unfortunately, mate. Sorry, Chris. I think we might have our first legit boss battle level. Chunks. He's still a big lad. He would absolutely run me down. Dude, that sounds kind of sus, but I wouldn't fancy my chances against Chunks, so we'll put him up there in boss battle level. Easy, yeah, no chance. I've got no chance against Chunks. Like I said, this isn't too serious. I don't really have... like I said, I'm not a fighter. I don't give a... Let's just carry on. Dan TDM. I'm going to put Dan TDM in easy one bang along with Ali A. I don't know. It doesn't scare me too much, you know, so I'm going to put him in easy one bang. Ooh, Deji. Deji now. He has got a bit of experience. However, you know what? I don't want to slate Deji too much because he'd still probably batter me. Let's be real. You know what? I'm going to move him down to fair fight. He needs to prove himself before I'd admit to getting battered by Deji, all right? He needs to prove himself more. Next fight, Deji. The UK is rooting for you, bro. Come on, man. Bring it back. Elmo Films. I think he's quite a lot younger than me, to be fair, but again, I don't think he'd let you take the piss. I think he'd put up a decent little scrap if he had to. Oh. I was a bit funny about putting a couple of these on the list, and this is one of them. George Not Found. It's going to be an easy one bang, but I'm not proud of it. Sorry, George, mate, but you're getting Geo Wizard, yo, the main man, Geo Wizard. You know what? I think we've got to put him up there with... I don't think he'd batter me. If he had a fight with Kid Icarus would probably win. So let's put Geo Wizard in fair fight. The problem with a lot of these is, in reality, they'd probably beat me. Look, check this out. Right, well, I'm clearly not the biggest guy ever, but I'm quick, I'm wiry, I'm nimble. That's literally the only thing I have going for me, really. Okay, I'm Alex. Ugh, mate, I'm sorry, Alex, but you're going in easy one bang. I don't really have much else to say. Jack, mate. You know what? I'm going to put him in Would Probs Get Battered. You know what? Maybe I should change this. Would Probs batter me? That makes more sense, right? Jack, mate, he'd probably batter me. I've seen him. He's been been getting a bit more ripped recently. Jack, mate, would probs batter me. Okay, Jacksepticeye. Now, I don't know if he's Irish or like Northern Irish. I'm going to class it as UK regardless. I think, you know what? That's probably made me look really stupid. Let's put him in decent little scrap. James Marriott. I don't think he's got too much anger within him. I think it'd be a pretty fair fight. Ooh, we've got one half of the Zach and Jay show, Jamie Rawsthorne. I think it'd be a decent little scrap, but I think I'd have Jamie. I think I'd have him if I really wanted to. Prove me wrong, bro. Jay Swingler from TGF. He's been getting a lot bigger recently, a lot more ripped, so I think Jay Swingler would probably batter me, if I'm honest with myself. Oh, Joe Suggs, Zoella's brother. He'd be a decent little scrap, but again, I'm coming out on top with that one. Trust me. Just trust me. Ooh, Joe Weller. Oh, you know what? This is actually quite a hard one because if we're judging from, you know, the first YouTube boxing match with KSI, that was absolutely awful. And at the time, I was rooting for Joe Weller. He is big as well, but can he really scrap? He'd probably batter me, right? You know what? I'm going to put him in fair fight because Deji, it only makes sense to put him in fair fight if Deji's in there. Josh Peters. He's pretty tall. Don't think he's much of a fighter, so I'm going to put him in fair fight. Kavos. I actually think Kavos would be a lot worse than you'd imagine. You know what? Nah. He'd be a decent little scrap, but I'd have Kavos. Yeah, I'd have him. King Kenny, another part of the beta squad. Now, I'm not massively familiar with Kenny, but I did watch Nico's recent second channel video with the sumo wrestling, and he seemed to be the best out of everyone, so I reckon he'd batter me. I actually reckon Kenny would batter me. That photo looks evil as well, dude. That's creeping me out, dude. He looks scary. All right, the main man, ASI. He's going straight in boss battle level, just straight up. There's no other way about it. He's the only YouTuber that's really kind of got anything behind them with boxing wise. He's the only one that's got somewhere with it. He's beat Logan Paul. KSI would not probably batter me. He would definitely batter me, no doubt about it. Ooh, okay, we've got Lawrence McKenna here, one half of True News. Is that fair to say? I think so. I think he might be a little bit older than me, so he might have a bit of experience. He's friends with True Geordie, and True Geordie, when we get to him, he's going straight to boss battle level. I don't give a shit. You know what? He might know a thing or two. He does do the fight commentaries and stuff as well, so yeah, we'll put him in fair fight. Alright, Max Fosh. As much as I love Max's videos, he's got to go in easy one bang. I'm sorry, Max. You portray this posh character, dude. I'm going to have to judge you by it, you know? Oh, hard man Memulus. Oh, hard man. Easy one bang, bro. Alright, Mini Minter. Same with Cal Freezy. I actually think Mini Minter, he's not much of a fighter, but neither am I. He's got a bit of height on me. We're probably about the same sort of build. I think that would be a pretty fair fight, me and Mini Minter. Guys, tweet at Mini Minter. Fight Stiz on the next. Oh, Oh, this is another one. How old's this guy? Right, Morgs. I think Morgs would beat George Not Found in a fight, so I'm going to have to put him in decent little scrap. Nightscape. Okay, Nightscape. Again, he's quite athletic. And wait, was it Nightscape that dropped out of the UFC, that same event that Ali Law did? I think he dropped out of it. Whether it was because he was a little... or if he was just, injured or something, I'm not sure. But I'm going to put him in decent little scrap. It'd be a tough one, but I still think if I had to, I'd come out on top. Nico Omilana. As hard as he looks in this picture, I don't think it'd be anything worse than a decent little scrap. I think he'd do anything he could to get out of a fight. Maybe I'm wrong, but... decent little scrap. He's going to have to go in there. Oh, PewDiePie. This was one I didn't know whether to put in here either. I know PewDiePie's Swedish, right? But he lives in the UK. So I'm going to class him as a UK YouTuber. And I think PewDiePie would most likely batter me. Have you seen that picture of ripped PewDiePie? Yo, dude, I've got a long way to go before I look anything like that. Pyro Cynical. The furry... oh, God, I can't do him like that. That's not fair. He's got to go in easy one bang. There with Memulus. I love his videos, but yeah, with that haircut, it's not particularly striking fear within my body, Ooh, the fellow Nottingham man, Randolph. Big Randy. You know what? Randy, he's a big lad, but I think he's too kind, dude. He's too kind. I don't think he'd want to fight me. However, all he'd need to do is give me one swift shove and I'd go flying. So you know what? Randolph would probably batter me. Ramel Henry. Yeah, he's got to go in the same category as Jay. I wouldn't want to fight Ramel. Yeah, no, fuck that. Ramel would most likely turn me into a battered sausage, dude. Alright, Sharky. Did anyone watch, what was it called? The Foot Asylum thing, where it was basically Big Brother, but with YouTubers. Sharky on that, he was a lot taller than I initially thought he would be, but I don't think that will really do much. Oh, that won't do much for him against me. Okay, this list is taking shape now. There's got to be a couple more boss battles, surely. Steven tries. Sorry, Steven, but it's got to be an easy one bang, right? He's a funny man. He's not a hard man. Tom Syndicate. Now, honestly, I'm not massively familiar with Syndicate. I might have to put him in fair fight. Tobe Jizzle. Everybody knows Tobe Jizzle is like the nicest of the Sidemen. Out of everybody on this list, I know I said it for someone earlier, I can't remember who it was, he would be the most likely to avoid a fight. There's no chance he wants to hurt somebody. That being said, if he had to defend himself, I'd back him. I would back him. So I'm gonna put Tobe Jizzle in decent little scrap. Alright, the Burnt Chip. Honestly, Chip, I'm going to put Chip in easy one bang. I don't think he'd be particularly happy about that, but I just don't see him as being much of a challenge, Theo Baker, the man who started all this YouTube boxing shit back in 2017, maybe? Was it really 4 years? I don't know. Theo Baker, I think he'd be a decent little scrap, but nothing more. Then again, he has got that extra confidence recently, so that might actually bump him up to fair fight. Right, this one I really didn't want to put in just purely because of his age. However, this guy, Tommy Innit, he is full of aggression. He is absolutely full of it. That being said, he is like 16, so it's got to be easy one bang. It's all a front. I don't think he really wants to fight KSI like he said. I'd pay to watch that though, I really would, Jesus. Ooh, the man that carries the whole of UK YouTube on his back, Tom Scott. I find this one really hard to judge. I'm going to have to put him in easy one bang. I don't see him as a fighter at all. And I also don't think he'd be particularly interested in fighting. So, we're going to have to put Tom Scott down there with Tommy in it. Okay. This one is fairly controversial. Touch Delight. I'm going to put him in easy one bang. I know he wouldn't want to fight. I think he'd be one of those guys that talks a lot, but can't back it up. That being said, I have no hard feelings against him. I think he's alright. Real simple choice for me. Ain't no way True Geordie is going anywhere other than boss battle level. No, there's no chance. Out of a million possibilities, I don't see one where I come out on top in that situation. True Geordie, you're a fucking hard bastard. Vicstar. Sometimes looks can be deceiving, and I think with Vicstar, that is the case. He's got a bit of muscle to him nowadays as well, so I think he'd put up a decent little scrap. W2S. Harry from the side. You know what? I think he'd be a fair fight. In fact, I've seen that video of him slapping the fag out the guy's mouth.
Harry.
He's definitely not afraid of a bit of confrontation. And with confrontation comes a scrap sometimes. W2S, he gets fair fight. A fair fight from me. Alright, Will N.E. Originally making this list, I was thinking he'd be an easy one bang. But looking at everybody else that's in there now, I think he'd put up a decent little fight. I can't see him coming out on top against any of these other people in fair fight. So he's got to go a tier below them. It's only right. Zach Alsop. Probably one of the main people out of this whole list that I wouldn't want to fight. I really enjoy his content. I really like his personality. Can I put Zach in easy one bang? Where did I put Jamie? Yeah, Jamie's in decent little scrap, and I think Jamie would be worse to fight than Zach, so I'm going to put Zach in easy one bang. Sorry, Zach. Last but not least, big man
Tommy T.
I really don't think he'd want to fight, but push to his limits, Josh Zerka would be kind of scary. So, you know what? I'm going to put him in decent little scrap. I think he'd hold his own. I think he'd hold his own to a certain degree. So, yeah, we're done. Looking at this, I can't see anyone that I'd move up or down. I'm thinking maybe move Sharky up to decent little scrap. I don't think it's fair to put him in the same category as Tommy in it. You know what? I'm going to move Memulus up to decent little scrap because I'm quite scared of him, to be honest. Look, guys, this wasn't a serious video. It was all a bit of fun. Let me know below if you agree with it. And if you want to see any more sort of tier lists, we could do like an American version because there is plenty of American YouTubers that I would... Other than that, guys, if you enjoyed the video, remember, give it a like and subscribe. And I will see... hopefully... I will see you very soon with a new video. Alright, I'll catch you next time. Safe. Later.